Alright, welcome to the American Truck Simulator machine learning test that I'm doing. I have got, come on, turn the engine off, there we go. I've got machine learning model number 2 trained up here, and we'll go ahead and run it. These are some real exciting results, so hold tight here. Alright, and we're off. There we go. Not bad so far. Alright, correct a little bit. So down in the corner there are those values. I'll show you what they mean here soon. And we're correct. Cool. Now if I just let it do its thing, it doesn't do very well. So that's where I'm at right now. Yeah. This is model number 2 that I trained up. Model number 1 was so terrible I didn't even want to show anyone. But there's a couple massive improvements we can make here. First off, if I go up here to balance the data, this will show you how. Does that work? No. Oh, what? It doesn't tell me the number? That's stupid. There we go. So if I do the balance data, what this is these are the controls that I've input and how many of each reading we have. So we have 84,000 forward, 2,900 backwards, and about 3,000 left and right. So the main thing to note here is we have 129,000 images that have empty values. So what that tells me is that my control system is garbage. It's not recording the amount of controls, because there are times when you aren't pressing any keys, but that's not the majority of the time. So what that tells me is we have big problems. But we can test that. Is this the program I want? Yes. So this is the program that actually captures the keys here. Don't worry about all the other crap. The important part is this part. It gets the keys, it turns it into an output, and it shows the output. Now, what the output is it converts WASD into a list. So those are W is forward, A left, S backwards, D is right. So it converts that into this list between 0 and 1. So W, A, S, and D. The point is then when you put in the machine learning model, you can say, okay, for this image, we want you to do this value. So if you're right in the middle of the lane, we want you to make a W. And then the W would be that. So that's W to the machine. And if these are empty, that means no controls are being put. So if we go back to that, what was that called? Utils get cruising data. Yeah. If we go back there, we're just printing out what the machine thinks is going on. So I'm going to run the get cruising data, and it will show us what we are capturing. All right, so right now these are all emptied. You can see if I press W to go forward, you can see the W lights up there. But do you see how inconsistent it is there? How it's, sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. That's what I don't like to see. Another factor is if I press W to go forward, and then I press D to turn, it wipes the entire thing. It doesn't recapture that I'm pressing forward. So, it's getting about half the data right now, and then I turn, and now it's getting none of the data. So what I have been doing is I've been pressing the keys basically as much as I can to try to get as much data as I can. But if you look at what happens when I do that, it makes the situation a lot worse. If I don't hold the key down, it doesn't register the multi-press. So I'm going to press W, 1, and there's the rest of them. 1, and there's the rest of them. point being, if I just turn real quick here and hold it down for a half second, it doesn't register the whole press. It only registers initial one, and then about a half second later the rest of them. So every time I turn, I get one key, even though I could be holding down for a half second. And at whatever this is running at, 60 frames a second, that's one key press and 30 empties, which means I have to go back to the drawing board on how to capture the keys. So yeah, that's my update. I'm getting a lot of data, but the data's garbage, so it doesn't mean much. Also, I want to capture my data from this view from now on because it is much quieter and just much more peaceful. The one downside with this view is that if I move the mouse, it ruins everything. So you don't want to move the mouse. I mean, you can press 1 to reset it, but it's just not good. Another couple reasons for doing this view is then the image has a feedback loop for where the steering wheel is. So it can see kind of, oh, steering wheel's this way, maybe I shouldn't turn more. And it might be able to see like the speedometer, but I highly doubt it. The downside of this view is that if I change semi-trucks, it will totally mess everything up, because then all the pixels are going to be in a different place doing different things. And if I'm in this view, the semi-truck doesn't really factor in. It factors in a little bit on the mirrors here, but that's a loss I'm willing to take, I guess. The other views I have, so this view I want to do to make a semi-truck backing machine learning, but that's later on. This view suffered from the same thing, is that it'll, yeah, different trucks, different view, same. Well, this is a fun view. I wouldn't recommend it, but so this trailer that I have, it's one that I own, I guess, in-game, which means that I can drive it anywhere I want. I'm not making a delivery. So normally you only get a trailer if you make a delivery, but I cheated so I could buy my own trailer very soon and not have to play most of the game. So now I can drive wherever I want, and it's very similar to an actual delivery. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and figure out this key capture, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.